doctor.
Down syndrome is a chromosomal disorder which arises at conception. Despite some delays in physical and intellectual development, people with the condition can enjoy a long, happy and productive life. Therefore, children with Down syndrome deserve love and opportunities like any other.
I think for us, when I was 9 weeks pregnant, we went to the doctor. I think that's when we got to find out about the whole issue of Down syndrome. And we decided that, look, we'll have Jabo. And that's the best decision that we ever made, because it was, look, for us was to say, what if we do not have another child, So what if this is a gift from God? So it's been a long journey, and we've had a lot of challenges on the way. But I think at the end of the day, we're happy we have him.
I think maybe to add, we don't regret a bit. We've learned so much because kids like this teach you to be humble. And he's grown up to be a young little man who's self-sufficient, very naughty, but yeah. And also I think as parents, it's quite important for parents who are raising kids with disability that the outlook they project, the energy feeds off to the child. So it's quite important that you make him feel that he's just like any other kid.
Parents need support in terms of coming to terms with accepting that their child has a disability, and very often it can be very difficult for them. Once they've got the diagnosis confirmed and know what to do, there's therapies such as physiotherapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy are all very important very early on in life. And we try to include our children into society as much as possible, because then our children learn from the norm and are then more accepted by being seen out there.
We visit 4 orphanages within Orange Farm, and the huge stigma around it is that they've actually been bewitched, which their parents think, and some of them actually locked up in their rooms within the household. And then it's sometimes the neighbors who actually identify them and bring them out or notify the police. And then that's when they get placed into one of the centers within Orange Farm or somewhere outside of Orange Farm if there's no placement for them. Some of them come here where they think that my child cannot go to school. They have no idea of a school for kids with special needs. So as a therapist, we help them identify that there are special schools and there is opportunity for them. And we provide them with the knowledge of what is normal development to show them where their child is at, to actually give them a realistic view of it. Sometimes it's difficult for the mom because they're so overwhelmed with all their duties and responsibilities to these kids that they actually forget like what is normal and what their child's hope and opportunity is.
Contrary to common misconceptions, children with Down syndrome can attend regular school and adhere to the same curriculum.
He wakes up very early, so you'll hear balls going in the morning, He wakes us up. So a typical day in his life, it would involve waking up. He needs to brush his teeth. That is a rule that cannot be broken. They know that they need to brush their teeth, clean their face. If it's during the week, it's time for school. If it's weekend, it's time to go swimming, come back. We also try a lot of stimulation with him as well, because they need constant stimulation. So he learns how to use a computer. We want him to play outside. For me, integration is key. We've decided that we cannot keep him in the house. It's, for a child with a disability, I feel for them to be stimulated, they need to be integrated with other kids. Let them play together.
Being included into a regular school is a massive advantage for a child with Down syndrome, because they are learning from others. And not only that, the other people are able to learn from the child with Down syndrome, and acceptance comes into play there.
For me, really, I would like to see him one day being a grown-up man, having a job, even if it's just sweeping streets. Its importance is not really a big issue for me, just for him to instill that value that I'm also doing something useful.
Yeah, for me, I think we want him to be independent, and I think for us, instilling values, discipline, teaching him things like any other child. Doesn't matter how slow he gets there, but I think through constant stimulation, it will actually help him to achieve that particular goal we have for him.
For any parent out there that's watching, my message to them would be not to lose hope, to know that our organisation is here to provide support, but to not just reach for the sky, reach beyond. Always believe that your child can do, and put what you can into that child and you shall see the rewards.
Given the opportunity to fulfill their potential, a child with Down syndrome is truly remarkable and a wonderful example of enduring love.
I want to live the best life.